Yo, what up? It's your boy Akie checking in here with another video. I don't know how hot it is where you're at, but right now it's literally 83 degrees. Feels like I'm back in Africa. But the high today is supposed to be 90. On the way to the appointment. I got the contract. I got the comps pulled for the different comparables that we're gonna make for his property. Again, if you guys don't remember, I told you guys the other day that the appointment for today, the seller is pretty much giving us the go-ahead to make our comps houses with 2 bedrooms. And if you don't know anything about real estate, that basically means we're gonna be able to make a lower offer and be able to put up another wall if I do a wholesale, or just be able to sell it, resell it as it has like it has a 3 bedroom. So basically it's gonna be a pretty good spread. I'm gonna be able to make an offer like it's a 2 bedroom and sell it like it's a 3 bedroom, which is pretty dope. So I got the contract, full intention to buy today, and got my intention to provide as much value as possible, see what other things he needs help with around the house. If he needs help moving, that's the type of value that you could add that a realtor wouldn't be able to add. If he needs help talking with another sibling, that's the type of value you can try to provide. I'm not always the best at negotiating with all the siblings, to be honest. If you guys look back, about a year ago on my channel, I had a deal fall apart because I had a sibling just not want to do a deal where another sibling wanted to do the deal. So yeah, man, you gotta always kind of know who the decision makers are. This guy is a key decision maker. Ideally, I'd like to have both of them there, but maybe I'll be surprised that maybe both of them will be there. It's my understanding it's only going to be him, which is okay, totally fine with that. But the goal today is to leave with a yes or a no, and if a no, then he's definitely still getting a written offer. So yeah, something concrete. So yeah, all right guys, I'll see you at the property. So just pulled up to the house, check it out. As you guys can see, nice little brick ranch. Looks really good. This is pretty much a type of deal, if you're doing your first rehab, this is the kind of deal you want to do, just because it's pretty much a cookie cutter type of deal. There's only so much that could be wrong with it. It's really easy to comp properties like this, and it's really easy to determine repairs. You can see at a wide variety. A lot of these houses were built at the same time, probably by the same developer, and you can see what other people in the area bought stuff for, with like bedrooms, like bath, and nothing too weird. As you can see, same property, and you go back the other way, you're gonna see the same thing, same property. So anyways, with my deal, with what's going on now, is just knocked on the door. I hope he didn't ghost me today, but I'm gonna wait another couple minutes. I did have a missed call on the way over here, and it was from him calling me from home. So I think he left the house really briefly, and he'll be back here in a second. So I'm gonna wait around for the next 15, 20, 30 minutes. See if he pulls back up. If he pulls back up, we're gonna go ahead and do the appointment like normal, and go ahead and get a contract on this thing. This thing is nice, man. Definitely could use some landscaping just at a quick glance. Definitely needs some updated windows. This is the only house over here that still has an awning on it. And if you're ever doing driving for dollars, look out for houses with awnings on them. 9 times out of 10, it's an older person living inside of it, because awnings are not in style anymore at all. So awning, I see the roof looks a little bit older. I'm looking at I don't know if y'all can see that, but we got some older gutters as well. So I didn't want to do too much, going around the back of the house and all that kind of stuff. This is a little bit of a, this is like a suburban neighborhood, if you know what I mean, and don't want to look too sketchy, you know, looking at somebody's house, you know what I mean? So you don't want to cause any commotion if you don't have to. I'm not gonna get too comfortable until I own it. All right, see y'all here in a second. So, just getting back to the office, did not get to meet with the seller at all. I called him, he answered the phone, I couldn't hear anything. I don't know if he was saying anything, if he had problems with his phone, but really kind of a weird situation. And that reminds me today, just situations like this has never happened before, where I show up to a house and the seller not be there after we schedule an appointment. As to why I don't really go out to properties that often, especially if I don't have a signed contract before. So let this be a lesson to you guys. I know you guys, as you know, it's very popular to do virtual wholesaling in 2020, but just let that kind of be a determining factor, especially when you have a whole bunch of other shit to do. You know what I mean? Now, if you have, you know, no deals on the board, then obviously you wanna, you know, pay as much attention to every deal as possible, you know what I mean? But if you got, you know, 10, 20 deals in a month, then I totally see the value in not going out to every single appointment, especially beforehand, because it can be a waste of time. You can get ghosted. You know, people do get cold feet, but honestly, I think this seller does want to sell, and, you know, just some kind of miscommunication, you know, if it was on my part, or, you know, maybe his sister told him not to, you know, answer the door, or I don't know what's up. I'm not gonna like try to fabricate some kind of, you know, excuse for him. Hopefully he calls back. If he calls back, I'll keep you guys informed. And I want to turn that thing into a deal because it's a really nice area. Properties are selling hand over fist over there. You know, there's a bunch of realtor signs over there on the retail end, you know, where things are sold, you know, in 1 or 2 days. So, you know, a bunch of options over on that side of town. So hopefully I get that thing. Hopefully we can meet up. If not today, then, you know, a day later in the following week, next week, and we can make something happen with that. So if you guys like content like this, let me know. You know, let me know what type of video topics you want to hear about, and subscribe if you haven't already, like if you haven't, and really appreciate your support. Loving communicating back and forth with you guys. Really encouraging to see, you know, a bunch of other people, you know, they're kind of in my position where, you know, they're several years in the game, and they're, you know, they're building, you know what I mean? And, you know, pretty cool. So love meeting you guys, and, you know, enjoy sharing my journey. So talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.